Hi, this is Dan at FontSpring talking about how to install your web fonts from FontSpring into your website. We are going to start with a font called Ollie, and the reason that we're going to use this font is so that we can very clearly see it has been installed in our website. We're also going to use a HTML5 boilerplate from html5boilerplate.com. So I've already downloaded this, and I've also downloaded the font. I've taken the HTML5 download, stripped out some of the stuff that might cause a little confusion. We click on our index.html, you can see this very stripped down basic HTML website, and this is what we're going to style with our FontSpring web fonts. We also have our font files from FontSpring, our desktop files, the licenses, some reference material, and our web fonts. We're going to be using our web fonts, obviously. I'll point you to this how to use web fonts file, HTML file, in our references folder, and we're going to follow these instructions to install our web fonts in your website. The first step, you must upload your web font kit to your website. We're going to take our web fonts and we're going to upload them to our CSS folder on our website. As you can read in the instructions, we strongly suggest putting them close to your CSS. That's mostly to avoid problems and errors and things like that. I'm going to put them right on the same directory as the CSS for now. I'll show you what you need to do if you choose to organize them a little later. The next step is to include our style sheet. Obviously, the easiest way to do that is to simply take the style sheet and to drag that into your CSS folder as well. Now, your HTML doesn't know that that style sheet even exists. The next part of step 2 is to tell it that your style sheet is there. So we're going to open our HTML file here in our text editor and add a link to load that style sheet. Okay, so that completes step number 2. Okay, so we've completed step number 2. Step number 3 is to tell your website where to use the fonts and which elements to style. So we're going to open up our main CSS file, and we add a line of code here that declares the font family. Now, we need to make sure that the font family matches exactly this font family name in our syntax. Number 4 is test. So we'll take this HTML file, double click on it, open it up, and there you go. We've styled our text with Ollie. We can bump the font size up just a little bit. Now you may want to do some organization in your file structure. Perhaps you would like to put your font files in their own directory, like that. Open up your style sheet, and we just need to redefine where they are. Perhaps you don't want a separate style sheet for your fonts. Take out this section and paste it into your style sheet. We'll delete our old style sheet and make sure it's working. Well, that's it, folks. This concludes our video on how to install FontSpring web fonts in your website. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. And remember, not all font licenses are created equal. Don't license your fonts elsewhere and regret it later. License your fonts from FontSpring with confidence.